Chicago PD stars claim season 12 finale will push team into uncharted territory. Chicago PD blew our collective mind in the episode Open Casket. We knew that Deputy Chief Charlie Reed, Sean Hadosi, was going to be a difficult adversary to take down, but we didn't expect him to cause as much damage as he did prior to the season 12 finale. Not only did Reed get 2 EU members fired, but he got the entire unit shut down pending further notice. We have never seen a situation more serious than this, and Chicago PD stars Patrick John Fluger and Marina Squarciati emphasized this point during a recent interview with TV Insider. The stars, who play Adam Ruzek and Kim Burgess, respectively, told the outlet that the season 12 finale will continue to push the show into uncharted territory. The stakes have never been higher, and the team has never had to make do without the resources of the police department. Reed is in every corner and crevice of the city, so we have to be careful that he doesn't discover we are on his trail, Squarciati said. We're in uncharted territory. For the first time ever, we see Voight at a loss. She's not wrong. The promo for the season 12 finale, titled Vows, shows a stunned Voight watching on as people around him clean up the IU. It's rare to see the veteran officer at a disadvantage, but we also know that he's going to do whatever it takes to make things right and nail Reed. Even if, as Fluger put it, Reed has severely diminished the capabilities of the team. Reed is taking us apart piece by piece, the actor asserted. It's less where do things stand, and more who's left standing. Ruzek doesn't have it as had as Burgess and Dante Torres, Benjamin Levy Aguilar, the IU members who were fired, but he's still in a bad spot. Some of us will lose our badges, Fluger said when asked about his character. And the rest, as I understand it, will be bumped significantly down to jobs normally reserved for POs fresh from the academy. To make matters even worse, Reed's reputation and position of power within the Chicago Police Department means he can keep a close watch on the former U team and ensure they don't disobey orders while on the clock. We've no doubt that Voight and the rest of the gang will prevail. It's their show after all, and we know they are coming back in season 13. What remains to be seen, however, is what the cost of nabbing a fish as big as Reed will be, and who will be forced to make a sacrifice to ensure that Reed is taken off the streets for good. As season 12 of Chicago PD barrels toward its explosive finale, the cast is teasing what may be the most game-changing episode in the series' decade-long run. Fans are no strangers to jaw-dropping twists and high-stakes drama, but according to the stars themselves, the finale will plunge intelligence into uncharted territory. Territory so raw, so unpredictable, that not even hardened veterans like Hank Voight are prepared for what's coming. Everything changes, says Jason Begg, who plays the stoic and grizzled Surgeon Voight. We flirted with moral ambiguity before, but this time we fall right into it. There's no easy way out. The final episode, which has been tightly kept under wraps, will reportedly challenge each member of the intelligence unit in ways that test their loyalty, integrity, and even their grip on reality. According to insiders, the episode starts with what appears to be a routine surveillance operation, but spirals into a case with massive political ramifications, one that pierces the heart of the CPD and puts a national spotlight on the team. It's not just another case, teases Marina Squarciati, who plays Kim Burgess. It's a powder keg, and the match is lit from within. Uncharted indeed. For fans who thought the Roy Walton cover-up or Upton's shooting scandal were the deepest the show would dig into moral gray zones, think again. This season finale makes all of that look like a dress rehearsal, says Patrick John Fluger, who portrays the often tormented Adam Ruzek. It's dark, it's painful, and no one walks away clean. The emotional core of the episode reportedly revolves around a confidential informant whose death sets off a chain of events, implicating members of the CPD in a far-reaching conspiracy. When Voight pushes to cover up details to protect his team, he finds himself facing resistance from an unexpected source, Haley Upton. Haley's arc has been building to this moment, says Tracy Spiridakos, who is rumored to be making her final appearance in the finale. She's always wrestled with doing the right thing versus doing what gets results. But this time, the cost might be too high. She challenges Voight in a way no one ever has. Spiridakos hints that Upton may be placed in a life-altering situation where she must choose between turning on her own unit or becoming complicit in a crime that could destroy lives. It's not a black-and-white choice, she says. It's the kind of decision that follows you forever. Friend or foe. In the shadows of the investigation lurks a new player, a relentless internal affairs officer played by a high-profile guest star whose identity the showrunners have kept tightly under wraps. Let's just say this character doesn't care about politics, friendships, or legacy, reveals LaRoyce Hawkins, Kevin Atwater. They want the truth, and they'll bring intelligence down to get it. Atwater, who spent the season wrestling with his role as both a black officer and a loyal cop, finds himself in a particularly precarious position. Atwater's caught between the lines, literally, Hawkins says. He's being pulled in all directions, his community, his badge, his own conscience. Ruptures and reconciliations. Another plot point involves a shocking betrayal that splits the team. Ruzek and Burgess, whose relationship has slowly rekindled, may face another tragic hurdle. They've been through so much, Squarciati says. But this ending, this might be the final straw. And then there's Voight. Always the granite foundation of intelligence, Voight's world may finally begin to crumble. Sources suggest that by the end of the finale, he will be faced with a decision so heavy that it could permanently change the hierarchy of the team, or dismantle it altogether. Voight's not invincible, Beggy admits. And he knows it now. He's done things in the past he thought were justified. But when someone inside the unit calls him out, when the system he's manipulated starts fighting back, it forces him to reconsider who he really is. One cliffhanger to rule them all. True to Chicago PD form, the finale is expected to end on a jaw-dropping cliffhanger, one that may leave a major character's fate uncertain. You'll see something happen in the last 60 seconds that will make your jaw hit the floor, Pfluger says. It's the kind of moment people will be talking about all summer. Showrunner Gwen Sagan has promised that the episode won't just be thrilling, it will be transformational. We're not hitting a reset button after this, she says. The decisions made in this finale have ripple effects. Season 13 will feel like a new chapter, one where the team isn't just reacting to crime, but to the consequences of their own choices. A reckoning. Whether it's Upton walking away from the badge, Voight getting benched, or the team splintering under internal pressure, one thing is clear. Season 12's finale is not about closure. It's about confrontation. Of the past, of each other, of themselves. Sometimes the biggest enemy is the mirror, Hawkins says quietly. And this time, that reflection isn't easy to look at. In a city built on secrets, loyalties, and ever-blurring lines, Chicago PD is preparing to push its beloved characters, and its loyal viewers, into depths they've never seen before. Uncharted territory indeed.